Hey, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Sinkhole, go around.
Okay, go around. So we're on our way to Waterloo to finish the water mission. Then we'll start the colony. It's about the same distance. It gets fast travel. What to expect on this mission? We're probably gonna hit a lot of resistance there. Probably will have guards there protecting it.
Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it. Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it. Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it. Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it. Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that about. Flipping worm that came out of the ground.
Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it. Remnant Abyssal, keep away from it.
No, it's clear here. Yep, this seems like okay. It's right here by us. So they should be heavily guarded. We'll follow this pipeline.
How did Nia keep this hidden?
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Elaaden is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Elaaden remains mine.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe.
Oh well. Wasn't that bad. Let's see what's this side of a cave. Oh, just goes around. Sad. The Nexus needs the resources, plus it's finders keepers. Colony will just have to get along without it. We did Chorus final upgrades, so a level 6 upgrades. Charge, Nova, Shield Boost, Asari Commando, and Defense Training we still have to do. But it should all work out until level 50. Okay, now let's get back to Paradise.
Temperature at the Paradise is currently 32 degrees Celsius, Pathfinder.
That's quite a change. The vault really did its job.
You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgard provoked a pod of Remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Elaaden our refuge.
And then the Nexus Exiles came along.
Asgard felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgard, forced him to tell, then killed him. I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
But now I've found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
I'll look around.
Okay, she left something in our office. Guess that was it. Let's go start a colony.
This site could support an initiative outpost.
The hell was that? Spark, start a colony, and get colony missions.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
You really did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
But it's all about the resources. No poetry, right?
I considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
You know, it's hard to calculate how few fucks I give about Tan's opinion.
I, of course, can't comment. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. And it will undoubtedly draw one of Dr. Kennedy's trackers. Search the Zaubre system. She and her child are still a priority. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
You may have heard some crazy things about Elaaden and New Tachanka. All true. Every word. And if I know some of you, that's more of a draw than anything I could say now.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Okay, new missions here. Yep, we're gonna kill another architect. If we can get out of here. Well, let's see if we missed any models.
Lovely day for looking for that something special? Boomerang has got what you need. Best loot in the dunes, here for your perusal.
You're a scavenger?
Not anymore, I'm not. Fine folks at the Initiative gave me a second shot. I'm on something called a probationary period, got a fancy metal bracelet on my ankle and everything. They're too good to old Boomerang.
Okay, I have to know the story behind that name.
I ran with Axius and his boys. He's the one who started calling me Boomerang. Kept beating me senseless and leaving me for dead out in the dunes, but I always came back. Enough about me. You're here for the good stuff. Look what Boomerang's got for you.
Oh, I built over this crater. Looks beautiful.
Another 3 degrees. Practically tropical. You're the one who got the vault running, right? I have to say, when I heard about this place, I didn't think it would be viable. But now that I've seen what the vault's already done, I'm daring to hope.
A few more years here, and you'll think of Elaaden as home.
I believe it.
Sounds like the vault's made a big difference so far.
That's an understatement. Since you activated the vault, I've observed the beginnings of cloud formations. Some of them are even nimbus clouds, rain-bearing. Months from now, we could see real rainfall.
Rainy weather on Elaaden. Can't even picture it.
I can, and it's beautiful.
What are you studying here?
The evolving climate of Elaaden and the possibility of water. There are already underground pockets, nasty brackish stuff, but it can be purified. My job is to see if it can someday reach the surface. Can you imagine? Rivers, maybe even lakes, on Elaaden.
That would be huge.
Clouds, and soil that can hold water. That's all we need. Let's hope the vault provides.
I should get going.
Careful out there.
Well, it makes me feel better about the water supply that I gave away.
And you've been taking the supplements I gave you?
They taste like the ass end of an elk core.
You're not supposed to chew them. thought you'd be my patient from the colony. She's 20 minutes late.
The colony? Do the Krogan really need a doctor?
Not for injuries. I'm a fertility specialist, Dr. Meshalanok. I'm working with the Krogan to maximize their new, more lenient birth restrictions. But I can't do anything if they don't show up for their appointments.
Have you had any births in the colony yet?
No luck so far, but it's early. Believe it or not, there's a deeply ingrained psychological pattern to colonization. Births won't happen till the Krogan feels secure. It's a biological reflex.
I'm surprised you're working to help Krogan fertility.
Why? Because I'm Solarian. I want the Krogan to thrive here just as much as they do. The initiative may not agree with me, but I'm doing whatever I can to lessen the genophage.
Don't worry. I want the Krogan to make a life here just as much as you. I didn't mean any offense.
Sorry, I'm so used to defending my stance, but I'm glad you agree. The Krogan have a real shot in Helios, better than they had back home. It's up to the initiative to help them along.
Solarians was the one that got the virus for the genophage. That basically, what's the word? Sterilized the Krogan. I think that's how you put it.
I'll leave you to your work.
Always so much to do.
So the Krogans hate the Solarians. Not without reason though. But the Krogans were the ones that wanted to dominate the universe.
Jonah.
Whoa, hold it, don't move.
Okay.
Got an irrigation system installed under your feet. It's still testy, likes to give a nasty shock sometimes. Just make sure your footsteps around here are light.
Any other landmines I should be looking out for?
From me, no. But I'd be careful about buying from Boomerang. He's a good guy, but a few screws short of the full ship, if you know what I mean. And we usually don't ask where he gets his wares.
Noted.
He once came back with a Solarian thumb. Said he thought it might be useful.
I assume you're studying agriculture.
Sort of. I design agricultural machinery that performs best in arid landscapes. Really arid, in this case. Mostly I work with the botanists in the Krogan colony to give them what they need.
You think they'll be able to grow crops here someday?
With me on their side, definitely.
See you around.
Remember, light footsteps.
No running. Also no models in this. That's sad. Okay, we checked out the new colony. Get a final mission.
One of your people tried to enter our family quarters. You tell him if we catch him there again, he's losing a hand.
If you touch my people, we have a problem. Karista Chana, Andromeda Initiative. Here to oversee operations and attempt to repair relations between the Nexus and the Nakmor clan. It is a tremendous accomplishment, securing their cooperation.
Just make sure you guys don't screw it up a second time.
Well deserved. Leadership's previous decisions regarding the Krogan were short-sighted, prejudiced. I won't repeat their mistakes.
How's the situation here?
Actually, I have a concern. There's a remnant architect in the area. You might have even seen it on your way in. If it detects us, or the Krogan, it's going to attack.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ryder. In the meantime, I'll have our security on alert. If it comes down to a fight, we'll fight.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Turn on notifications to see when and what I upload next. And as always, have fun